All right, guys. Welcome to Iron Strongman. Thanks for tuning in for this little, if any, exciting video presentation. It will be short and sweet as I rub my nose. Just want to cover with you guys some things that I've been just kind of learning. Obviously, we're starting our strongman journey. And while there is a lot of information out there, there is very little information, if that makes any sense. It's getting, since strongman is increasing in popularity, it's getting easier to find decent information about programming and such, but you still have to do a lot of searching for it. You still have to touch base with the people who've been doing it a while and really respect their view of it and generosity and sharing with you their knowledge. So always remember, if you reach out to one of these guys who have been in the realms of strongman competition and training for a long time, hold a lot of value with what they say. There's a lot of bad information out there. For example, my gym has an 8-inch log. We are very, very fortunate to have a log in our facility. Let me just say that, because a lot of facilities don't see such value in bringing strongman implements into their facilities. You know, logs, stones, farmer walk pieces. So I feel fortunate that I'm able to train with a log. Now, granted, I trained 12 weeks for a competition in a log press for max weight, and then also an incline log press for max reps in 60 seconds with this 8-inch log. So unbeknownst to me, that as the weight increases with an 8-inch log, it becomes seemingly more difficult and more taxing on your biceps, forearms, and shoulders. 8-inch log with a very heavy weight is very difficult to roll up your chest into the rack position. So when I got into the competition, I saw we had a 12-inch log to compete with that weighed about 20 more pounds than what my 8-inch log did. So I wasn't too concerned about the weight per se. I was more concerned about the size of the 12-inch log. So I got to do one warm-up set with it, and it was pretty easy. So that boosted my confidence going into the competition big time, because I had this issue develop about week 10, week 9.5 into my training, where my forearms just, they ached and hurt. My elbows hurt. My biceps seemed to really hurt, and I thought, well, I'm overtraining. I hate to use the word overtraining, guys, so let me back up a little bit. I wasn't necessarily overtraining, but I think that I had thought that I reached my level in programming to where I was peaking, and that's how I should feel, because this is my first competition, y'all. I had no idea how I was supposed to feel a week out. And so I honestly took the entire week off before my competition from any lifting. And, you know, I feel that was a good call. I went into my competition fresh, strong. But what I've been finding out is that doing very heavy log lifts with an 8-inch log taxes your biceps a little bit more than you should in a log press. It taxes your forearms, your elbow joints, your shoulders. So I'm now wondering, was I actually reaching a peak in my training before competition, which I feel I was, and I think that was evidenced with some of my other lifts, the deadlift and the stone, which I really didn't have any way to train for that fully. Another story. But or was the 8-inch log actually now, since I was getting into the 180-pound range, was the 8-inch log actually doing more harm than good at that point? And from my research, I'm finding out that yes, an 8-inch log for anything over 150 pounds, in my opinion, I can't get a definite answer from anybody on this, but in my opinion, because at the 150-pound mark seems to be where I really start to hurt in my arms, biceps, and it happened yesterday. I did it again. I went up to 170 on the log press, and it really started to hurt. When I did 180 attempt at competition with the 12-inch log, I never felt it. I racked it pretty easily. So, but always be researching. If something doesn't feel right, and since we are starting out on our strongman journey, since something doesn't feel right, ask. There's plenty of forums out there. Starting Strongman's got a great forum app, and also a great presence, forum on Facebook. So look up Starting Strongman on Facebook and join in on forums, because there's a lot of knowledge floating around out there, and everybody seems to be pretty helpful. We have our smart-ass people, and I'm one of them at times. But we're all here to learn and help each other out in this journey, so ask questions about it, and always be evolving with it. Pretty much that's the sum of this video. So it's long-winded again. I'm approaching 7 minutes here, so I usually try to keep it in that 7-minute realm. So you guys, thanks for tuning in to Iron Strongman. Hopefully we'll have some stronger content coming on soon. Please like this video and subscribe below. I beg of you, plead, borrow, and if I need be, I'll drool on the camera lens. So guys, train hard.